Okay,
Nice.
cool. So you all continued to explore the ice spider caves and uncovered a Oathguard shaman woman who accompanied you all while you searched for the missing page to your clue to unlock the archway that would lead to the oracle. Right. Eventually, you all walked into the lair of a giant spider queen, which whom you negotiated with, and eventually gave up the shaman for, and some magic items for her little hoard. As Modus, however, ended up killing the shaman before the ice spider queen was able to finish preparing her meal, and a battle began. You managed to kill the ice spider queen, kill the shaman, and collect her small little hoard. You piece together the torn halves of your clue to reveal the entire message. You now know how to unlock the arcane gate in the middle of the temple. Okay. So Victor, Asmodus, Felix, and S here, you guys are just wrapping up, like piecing those two pieces of paper together. Did anybody take down notes on what the full thing now says?
I unfortunately did not, but I still have the second half. To activate the portal, a giant of hill, stone, frost, cloud, or storm.
Yeah, Switch, I think our buddy is part of one of those races.
Did anybody get the other half of the note?
I think the other half was that they have to touch the axe to the rune.
There
I
you go.
believe, if I'm mistaken, yeah.
Exactly, let you know. And you do know Harshnag is a frost giant, right?
Yep.
Anything that you guys are doing in this immediate vicinity in the Ice Spider Queen's lair, or just traveling back the way that you know how to get back to like that
Question,
long
does
hallway?
She have fangs?
Yeah, she's got fangs.
Okay, cool. With Asmodus, I would like to try my best to break off one of her fangs and keep it.
All right, let's see how well you're going to be able to harvest this thing. I'm pretty sure
Medicine
she got
check.
killed by some magic here. So she got killed by some. So let's see if you're able to identify anything. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
Arcana first. That is a 13.
Sweet. So something is there that you can definitely pick up, right? She's got a couple of good intact teeth here. I want you to either do a survival, nature, or survival or nature check to see if you can harvest something successfully.
Okay. Survival or nature.
Yeah, the DC's gonna be 13 here that you need to beat.
If it's nature, I can
17.
assist.
Okay,
No,
cool.
never mind.
And whatnot. Go ahead and roll the D6, and that's how many teeth you're able to get. Okay.
Cool.
Anybody else doing anything in this immediate area?
Oh, dude, I got 6 teeth. Fuck yeah.
No way.
Nice.
No.
Fuck yeah.
6 fangs from the ice spider.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
would like to just look around her body to see if she has anything on her that could be valuable to a trader.
Besides for the stuff that you picked up from her hoard, otherwise it's just her carcass that's there.
No shiny chitin, no.
You guys already picked up everything else.
Damn. All right, I'm heading out. I'm going back the way we came.
Yep. Asmodus will follow behind S.
Victor, closing up shop in here, doing anything?
I'll fall behind.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So you guys continue to make your way through that tunnels, and you get back to that familiar corridor, right? You still remember that there's a distinct trap still situated there that'll activate if anybody steps into that hallway, right? So where everybody can move. You're all right over here. Right?
Yeah.
Right. And I imagine you guys activate this trap to go ahead and get it rolling.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. You stick out your hand. Stick out that hand, and that boulder that starts from the north side of the ceiling of like that long hallway begins to roll down. You in Daril hear a very loud crash almost coming from the area situated north of you as you're in a conversation with your friend Harshnag there. You guys, the boulder is slowly being pushed back up by that stone guardian.
Yeah, Asmodus is gonna go ahead and get to the safe area.
Yep, I'm doing the same thing.
Gotcha. So you guys get past that trap safely just as the stone giant pushes that large boulder all the way back up that corridor, getting it situated and whatnot. And as you guys come back to that main chamber, what you guys open up to find is that there is another elf there.
Oh.
Lanier, go ahead and describe what your character looks like as you all see that he is in a cordial conversation with Harshnag, that friendly frost giant that took you to this temple in the first place.
Alright, so I'm like a black and gold Eladrin. I have autumn leaves all over my body. I'm holding a stick with a lot of leaves on it, almost like as a staff. And I have a lot of jewels on me. Gold jewels.
You already know who's making introductions first. Asmodeus is going to walk up with a business card in one hand and a hand extended for a handshake with the other hand. Hello, I'm Asmodeus.
Hello, I'm Endoral.
Shakes hand, and I'm going to hand you my business card that says "Be Sweet."
Asmodeus, Victor, S, Felix, you guys have returned.
Hi, Harshnag, as I wave up to him.
Hello.
Well, while you guys were out adventuring, it looks like one of my old friends has stumbled upon this place, much in the same task set forth by all of you. Giants have interfered with his farm, he says, and he's been looking for a way to try to remedy this issue. It looks like your goals are aligned and are the same.
What did you guys find?
So, we with this book, we found out that if Harshnag here takes this axe and goes touch it on one of those runes, it should open up a portal.
We know this will work for sure.
As far as we can read, yes.
That sounds something. That sounds about right. Let us give this a try.
Yes, sir.
So,
we take your lead.
So Harshnag goes over to the frost giant statue, right? That's the really large great axe that you guys found in the hall situated to your south, right? So he picks it up. It's like 300 pounds, obviously. This guy's towering, like 30 feet tall. He picks it up, not a problem. And he takes it over to the glowing like archway to the right side of this chamber. And as Harshnag like holds that great axe to the frost giant rune, the once shielded like energy begins to slowly dissipate. And you know that it would facilitate passageway through this portal now.
Yeah. That's exactly what we needed.
Halfway through this conversation, I'm just gonna like, wait, how short is Indril?
I am.
Or how tall?
I'm 5'4".
Oh shit.
5'4".
Okay. So I'm just gonna walk up to Enderil and just kind of look down at him, at my 7-foot ass. Just like stare at him for a second and be like,
I back up slowly.
New guy. Hey, S, don't scare him off already there, friend.
Well, it looked like your idea worked.
Yes, sir.
The portal now lays open, and I believe what lies beyond it is the Oracle, the one that can perhaps help answer a lot of our questions about how to restore the ordering or that hierarchy of all the giants and set things right.
I say we
I'll
go.
stand guard out here while you, Alte, have the privilege of investigating this area.
I'm gonna walk up to the gate and just gently, like, kind of stick my hand inside it to see what happens.
It's a very warm energy, very like welcoming. Zero hints of anything sinister.
Okay.
It's very
Then
warm
just
feeling.
I kind of look over to Asmodeus and shrug, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk in.
Okay.
Alright.
What's everybody else doing?
Asmodeus is gonna tell Harshnag just, hey man, just make sure you stay safe on this side, alright?
He gives a pretty hearty grunt and a nod before situating himself against a wall, kind of leaning up.
Alright, and then Asmodeus is gonna go ahead and step through with S.
Okay, Victor?
I will too. I may not be in. I'm not sure if it's gonna show me in the mode or not, because my thing's currently updating. So
Oh no, I've got you right here. It says it.
Okay.
I'll just control your character for a little, or the token,
Okay.
right? And Indoril, you watch as Asmodus, and Felix all step through this portal, kind of vanishing before your very eyes. Same thing for Victor.
Okay. I like it, Harshnag. I guess this is what we're gonna do.
He gives
Slowly walk through the portal.
He gives a solid head nod as you two will walk through the portal. And beyond the thundering archway lies like a hexagonal chamber, whose walls rise about like 50 feet, before tapering to like a 90-foot high apex. So very large room, right? Standing in each corner of the room is a life-size statue of a giant holding a heavy iron lantern with one raised arm. Each of these statues are like probably about like 40 to 50 feet tall, so huge statues. Each type of giant is represented: hill, stone, frost, cloud, and storm. A cold magical light radiates from each lantern, illuminating a giant corpse lying on the floor beneath a shroud of frost in the middle of the room. The corpse looked like it has been there for some time, preserved by the cold. Okay, going around the table here. Yeah, going around the table here. You first, Asmodus. Go ahead and roll either perception or investigation, or you're looking at the giant itself, right? Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist Asmodus in that.
Okay. Are you proficient in investigation, S?
I am actually.
Sweet. Asmodus, go ahead and roll one more time since S is helping out, so you are granted advantage.
That's a different turn.
Sweet.
20, I'll take it.
They said investigation. You roll the medicine. But you know what?
my bad.
No worries. I'll still take
My
it.
bad.
So you take a look at the features of this dead giant, and you can make out it to be a cloud giant. Okay. Victor.
Like our friend in the tower.
Exactly. Victor, what are you doing?
I am. Well, considering. Also, let's see if I can actually get in.
Oh well, just
Back
to
in now.
just kind of paint in the scene. There's there's like a corpse of a cloud giant in the center of this really large room, surrounded by 6 huge statues holding big lanterns. You hear?
All right. Someone's already investigated the corpse, right?
And
Yeah.
Asmodus has informed everybody that it's a cloud giant.
Yep, sure did.
Is there any text on anything that we could read?
Indoril, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. But Victor, what are you doing?
Investigation.
Can I tell how it died?
Go ahead and roll either an
Let's go.
investigation or medicine check for me. A 23, Indoril. I'll get back to you in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so-
Hold on a second.
Nope, bye, Clement.
If I can. Let's see. Okay. You said medicine?
Either medicine or investigation, player's choice.
Oh. Let me do investigation then. I only heard the medicine.
Okay. Gotcha. So on 11, so you're not able to discern.
Oh, shit.
You're not able to. Oh, you went with investigation and Jed instead.
Yeah, because I only heard the medicine. And
So you can tell that from the way that the ribs are broken and like it's like across the sternum that he was probably killed by like a very large axe. Right? Indoril, you find just the dwarven words for each of the respective giants on the base of all of these statues, right?
Okay.
S, what are you doing?
Let me see. My first thought is how frozen over is this giant? Is it completely encased, or is it like
No,
a corpse
it's-
that just has frostbite?
It's like a frozen corpse, essentially. It's not like completely like covered in ice, but it's very chilly in here, definitely. But it's not preserved by any means. It's definitely like decomposed, but
So
not
is
smelly.
the giant wearing any clothes?
Mhm.
Like is there any clothing on it?
Yeah, it's still
I want
closed.
to search. I want to search its giant pockets.
Okay, gotcha. Sweet. So as you begin to rummage through the giant's pockets, right? You feel kind of like a cold energy kind of wash over you as a spectral form kind of appears, right? The same likeness, or what you seem to be like the same likeness of this giant in and of itself, becomes apparent, right?
Hello.
And as it comes out, it says, where is it at?
says, "Why, hello there."
Hello.
General Kenobi. No, I'm kidding.
Kenobi.
I kid.
I haven't had
What is
any
your name?
visitors in quite some time here. It appears I've died quite a long time ago. Thank you for awakening me after so much time.
I didn't think you would actually be a thing.
What is your name, sir?
I'm just gonna walk out of your pockets now.
Well, my name is Egeron, and you, friend, whatever's in my pockets you're free to have. After all, what use does a ghost have for such material things?
Manners.
Right. But what brings you to the Eye of Anman, of all things? As I said, nobody's entered here for perhaps 100 years.
We're here looking for the broken piece of the ordning.
Ordning, you say? Well,
Yes.
that is the hierarchy of the giants, and
Yes.
you say it's finally been broken?
Yes.
Well, like many giants before, me and my father traveled here seeking wisdom. The divine oracle told us that a great upheaval would upset the balance of power in this world, giving all giants the opportunity to win the respect of their gods and bring glory to their race. It seems it has already come to pass. Have giants begun rampaging throughout the northern regions of Faerun?
Yeah, they sure have. They've destroyed several towns and attempted to destroy another city before we killed their leader.
Well, perhaps I could be of help to all of you then. Right.
Yeah, because we just want the bullshit fixed so the giants stop going crazy.
Well, thankfully, you are all here now. But I might ask, is anybody here of ill of heart?
Oh, I don't think so. Asmodus is gonna pat himself down. No, I don't think so.
Is there any evil amongst your companions?
Well,
Uh-oh.
there is
Define
one
evil.
thing. There is one thing.
I think the most evil thing that's happened is Felix stole a jewel.
Yep.
He kind of like lets out a little bit of a chuckle here. I actually closed down like all of my shit for a second. I accidentally clicked back, so I got to open stuff back up. So give me a second.
Oh, whoops.
Well, there also is that one thing that you told me about.
Hold on.
I don't know if that counts.
Asmodus, S, Victor, Indril, go ahead and do a group investigation check as you're kind of like looking at the frost-covered ground here and stuff like that as you're talking to Egeron.
I kind of just mumble to Asmodeus. Pray he doesn't find out.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Investigation, you say?
Yeah, it's gonna be a group check here.
Rolling. God damn. That's all right.
Counter.
We're gonna ride with Kelsey, so the car's gonna stay here.
Where's that?
I feel like my rolls are gonna be shit tonight.
Man. No, I got a 27, a 9, 6, and 7.
I don't think the guys
that
are gonna love me
equates.
today.
Okay, let me just get back to where my sheet was here, and we'll continue. So
Excuse me.
as you guys are conversing with Ageron here, what you all do notice is that underneath the like the frost on the ground, there seems to be a very large kind of rune, kind of drawn in a huge circle that's almost barely noticeable throughout this frost.
Question, Aragon.
Yes.
If I let's just say burn this area where your corpse is, would you disappear because it would technically be a cremation, or would you stay?
Well, if you're here, I imagine you're trying to consult the oracle.
Yes, we are. I think what's under you is what we need to consult. What do you think, Victor?
Can I tell if that's true?
Yeah, do you go ahead and roll an investigation check as you kind of get low, you kind of brush some of the frost away to get a better look at these runes and depictions. 19, sweet. So you're able to make out that is definitely like Dwarven script. And as you point that out, Egeron voices up and he says,
Well, I know how the oracle works, and I can explain the process for you, but you are correct. It seems like this frost has covered over much of the runes and needed to speak the words to summon the divine oracle.
Yes, sir. And I have the ability to control a small flame to melt some of this ice away
Gotcha. So do you
to
want to melt
help
the
us
ice?
clear it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I was gonna do a control flame in my hands and like touch the ground and
Okay.
try to melt the ice best I can.
What's everybody else doing as you see Asmodus begin to kind of defrost the area here to uncover this rune? Yes, what are you doing?
I'm going to keep a very close eye on Aegeron because when he asked if there was any evil, I gave myself a second thought, and I'm just going to pay close attention and back away, let Asmodus do his thing, but I'm keeping an eye on Aegeron.
Okay, sure. Love it. Indorel, what are you doing as Asmodus gets like a quarter of the way done of defrosting this area?
You said it's gonna be dwarven text on the ground, correct? Maybe I could start trying to decipher what this dwarven code is. Not necessarily say it out loud, since it seems like it's
Do
something
you speak
that we can
Dwarven?
summon. I do.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. So you're following behind Asmodus, kind of taking note but not speaking, but just taking note of the runes and the etchings that are there. Victor, how about yourself?
I will. I'll assist with trying to melt the ice with firebolt.
Okay, hell yeah. So you start working from the opposite side. And after a bit of time, maybe let's say about like 5 to 10 minutes of getting this frost gone, a very clear depiction is etched into the floor. It's like mithril inlaid. It's a circle inscribed with what you're able to make out, Indril, to be the Kong rune, which is King in Dwarven. And underneath a massive depiction of it, it says in a Dwarvish script, as you read in your head, ask your question and know truth. Right? And this is like the statement that's like obviously there. Everything else is just kind of emphasizing the importance of asking the correct questions. Right?
I'm assuming Asmodus would have noticed Indril taking notes, and Asmodus would turn and go, "Well, what'd you learn there, friend?"
Of course, I would share everything that with everyone. It says
No.
here.
Oh, hey!
Now, friends,
In my new character sheet, I just realized I can speak. I know giant.
well, that is great, friend. Now, when you do speak your questions, once you say these words on the ground, know that you will have six questions. The Oracle is very wise, but her power does have limitations. And as a question gets asked, a lantern will go out. But these lanterns do renew after about a day or so.
Okay, got it. So
Okay.
Asmodus is gonna like bring the team in for like a team huddle. So we definitely want to know who broke the ordning, why they broke the ordning, and how to fix it. That's 3 so far. Can you guys think of anything else? Victor?
Not off the top of my head.
Those are fantastic questions. Fantastic questions.
S, any other questions you can think of? Like we have like 3 more that we can ask.
Aside from what we already know in this, from what we understand in this story, I guess I have a personal question, if allowed.
Yeah, no, I can add it to the list. Just let me know what it is that I will ask.
I'm
Indrin?
gonna take out a piece of paper and start writing a question down.
Oh, perfect. And you guys know
How do you pronounce your name?
You guys know that there's a specific spot, like a single individual will stand in order to ask that question. So it's not like if you say something, like it'll speak or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's like a specific spot you'll stand. Okay, but keep going, guys. I love it.
Linear, how do you pronounce your character's name?
Oh, Endor and Yorvar.
Enduriel?
Endor.
Enduriel. Okay. Enduriel, do you have anything that you might want to ask or can think of anything?
Currently, I'm more focused on seeing if I can rekindle these lanterns for more questions rather than having to ask the question myself just yet.
Go ahead and
Since we don't have to
go
wait
ahead and
an
roll an
entire
Arcana check
day.
for me. Enderil, as you try to figure that piece out.
Oh, my bad.
These statues are filled with ancient magic. You're completely stumped.
Ancient magic. You said Arcana, right? Oh my god, I was so close. Okay. Well, that's 11.
You're still stumped. You have no idea how these things operate.
So, Asmodeus is gonna approach S and reach out his hand for the piece of
I could
paper.
have assisted you in that, Enderil.
S, you have your question written down?
Yes. I'm going to send it to you via text message.
Even if you wanted to like have one individual take turns asking their questions while you stand inside that certain spot, that's perfectly fine. So if S wants to say his personal question, perfectly fine.
Okay.
You'll just need to be in the spot.
Yeah, Asmodeus is gonna ask the first 3 questions, and then I'll step out, let S ask his question.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're stepping into the circle?
Yes, sir. Asmodeus is gonna step into the circle and basically in kind of like a holding my hands out kind of prayer.
I already forgot S's last name that I meant to use.
Like hold out my hands kind of like a praise type thing. Ready to ask the questions.
Do you, real quick, Rashad?
Yeah.
Do you by chance do you remember what I wrote down for S's last name? Did you take notes of that by chance?
It might be in one of our chats. Like, start scrolling through Facebook, maybe, like our Facebook chats. If not, you can just come up with something. You know, you've got a little bit of time here. Asmodeus, you spread out your arms. Egeron looks patiently. Everybody's watching. Eyes on you. What question do you ask? As you feel like a warm energy kind of wash over you.
Asmodeus is going to go, Oracle. My first question is, who broke the ordning?
Anman, the All-Father, the greatest of the giant gods, broke the ordning.
Oddmon.
Okay. Second question, why did he break the ordning?
To rouse his children from their complacency. He was angered by the way the giants were conducting business and thought to shake things up.
Okay. Third question, how do we fix it?
You must find a magic conch of the storm giant king Hekaton. Use it to visit Hekaton's court. Root out the evil therein.
That is all of my questions. I do appreciate your time.
I texted you my question.
Oh, okay.
And as each of these questions go, one of the lanterns kind of fizzles out. Second one fizzles out. Third one fizzles out.
Last question. Who kidnapped Ivan Ashentail?
Oh, I gotcha. Hold on. I gotta pull up the name. Aha, there it is.
Servant of Libreth.
Servants of Libreth.
Okay. I appreciate your time, Great Oracle.
That was 4 questions.
I know. But I don't think there's anything else. Oh.
So big information that you guys did pick up, okay? Right? Big stuff right here. Mission now is to find a magic conch of the Storm Giant King Hekaton, right? So you have to figure out what question you need to ask potentially to find out how to get a magic conch. This is very big here, so put that in your notes.
2 more.
Okay. But you guys have 2 more questions. Go ahead.
We have 2 more questions. So next question is, where do we locate this conch?
Okay. There's a pause and there's a hum.
Exact location.
Ooh, yeah, I want to be specific.
Pause
Exact
and a hum.
location.
Okay, gotcha.
First, you must prove yourself. When human warriors came to these lands, they fought our kind and stole our relics, burying them in the ground. The humans built altars to Okdar, their god king, atop these relics, and surrounded their altars with burial mounds. Go to these mounds, retrieve one or more of our lost relics, and bring them here as tribute. Do this, and your path will be made clear. There are many paths you can take. The more relics you deliver, the more paths you will have to choose from. Several evil giant lords stand ready to oppose you. You can ruin all of their plans by defeating just one of them. Which one that is remains to be seen.
Right. And as she
Got it.
finishes speaking this,
Big info.
right, as she finishes speaking this, she's issued another quest for you guys, right? In order to get that answer of where to find a conch, you must collect at least one giant relic. You can collect more if you so choose, right? But at least one, right? And remember,
Now-
you have Harshnag as like a giant expert and whatnot on the other side of that portal
Yes.
there, right? But you have one last question for
One
today.
second. Hmm.
You can even ask who the hell is Limerith. That's
Yeah.
That's actually what I was about to
that's
Another question, who
LYM.
is Limeranth?
Okay, gotcha. I'll actually spell it out for you too in the little group chat here, or in the Discord chat, so you actually have it. Limerith.
LYM.
Oh, I spelled that wrong. Oh no, I did. Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay.
Who is Limeranth? As Modus asked.
Limerith is a great evil. Currently, he is a blue dragon in the guise of a storm giant.
Okay. And I'm assuming that last lantern goes out.
The last lantern fades, and that warm energy kind of dissipates off of you, Asmodus, kind of giving like a cold chill. Kind of
Yeah,
washing
Asmodus
over
is
your
kind
body.
of scratching his chin, just, alright. Well, we got a lot of information out of this. So, gentlemen, where would you like to go first? Because
Oh my.
if we get one of these relics, and I think I'm on a hunch, I feel like I know exactly which relic we should grab in order to get the most direct path to fixing the Ordnan, and it's the Giant King, whatever race he was, and I believe he was a fire giant.
Now, key point here, right?
Yeah.
Remember, you have to figure out where these mounds are. You guys have no idea.
Yeah.
But you've got a choice right now between Hill and Frost, because that's what I put in that group chat for, right? And whatnot.
Okay.
Hill or Frost. That's what I prepared for in this for this
So
section of the
we
adventure.
can go to the hills, or we can go deeper in the mountains where it's even colder.
You see Harshnag kind of like stick his head through the portal, his whole huge giant head kind of sticking through.
Hi, friend.
As he says.
On my side of the portal, something strange happened. There was a countdown that went down from 6 to 0. Is everything okay in here?
It is. It was us asking some questions to the Oracle.
Is there anything I can help with?
You're a frost giant descent, correct?
I am.
Okay. Do you have an idea of where the human heroes would have placed your relic?
Well,
The
yes,
relic of the
I
frost
know the
giants.
names and locations of all 9 spirit mounds that the Uthgard barbarians have situated. I can draw a map for you all if you so choose.
That sounds perfect, friend. And Asmodus is gonna step off of the center platform and start working his way to Harshnag with
Okay.
a piece of parchment ready to go.
Gotcha. What about everybody else? Anybody else have any questions? Anything they want to ask or say?
I just want
Not
to
that I
share
can think
with
of.
everyone that we have no clue of how to defeat the
Limeth,
evil god. Yeah,
Limrith?
Limeth.
Blue Dragon.
We didn't ask that question either, which kind of makes me uneasy.
Well, we can wait a day in, you
Yeah.
know, kick back our feet, chill in the cave for tonight. We can make up camp. We can rest tonight, and then first thing in the morning, we can ask that question: how we defeat this evil and how we can overcome it.
That's correct. So, would you guys like to take a long rest here while Harshnag kind of takes his time drawing a very detailed map?
Yeah, Asmodeus is gonna get a do his best to get a bonfire ready with his control flames.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Resting.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. But what
yeah.
US managed to pick up from the pockets of this giant here, I'll just put it in the little chat here. And you can spread load this amongst the group here, okay? So I'll let you kind of decipher how you want to do this, Mikey. But there's 2 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater healing, and a cantrip spell scroll, okay?
Okay,
As you guys are
so-
taking this long rest, is there anything in particular anybody doing, like changing what weapon masteries you want to train in? Are anybody switching out any spells? Anything like that
definitely
currently?
switching out some spells
What's-
for this long rest.
Okay, gotcha. What spells are you switching out?
I'm more than likely going. Oh,
I think I want to change my spells too.
I
And
forgot.
then what was the third item? The 2 potions of healing and then what?
It's inside the chat for Storm King's Thunder. You can
I think it was
take
a
a look at it
cantrip.
right there.
Yeah, it's like a cantrip spell scroll.
I completely
need
forgot
some-
how many spells I could have in my spell book that I could trade out.
Hold on, I'll find it. So for wizards, so you can change
see.
any number of spells when you finish a long rest. So you can
Yeah.
change out any number of spells during a long rest, and you can only change 1 spell during a short rest, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
I-
It's just like I didn't know, because I know I have my spell book, and I just forgot to add how many spells I had in there that I could swap out, that I could swap to.
We can
Almost
prepare
done, baby.
spells. We change the list. Oh, right. Sorry, you're swapping out your prepared spells.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I
A long
forgot how
rest
many
to
prepared
swap around
spells
your
I was
prepared
supposed to have.
spells. Oh, it's like a.
Oh,
Pretty sure it's like a cap for wizards for their prepared spells.
notes, other.
I'll find the answer out for you in just a second here.
Yeah, no, you're good, because I wanted to know what I could click learn on. So
No, you,
Had it
you
ready.
shouldn't be learning anything. But for
Yeah.
prepared spells, you
Take
can
the
have
roll.
11 prepared spells.
yeah.
You shouldn't be
That-
learning any new spells, not yet.
Should I Should I recover a level of exhaustion?
You do with a long rest. Because
Okay.
you're at
I'll
exhaustion
just
too. So everybody can take their long rest, right? As Modus, you're switching up your prepared spells. Victor, I don't think you can do anything on long rest.
I can change prepared spells, but there's nothing I want to change. So
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep mine the same for now.
Okay. Inderel, anything that you're switching out? Any of your prepared
I-
spells?
I'm looking at my prepared spells right now.
Okay. And what about you, S?
I
Hang on a minute. It just signed me out entirely for
Okay.
some reason.
It's no worries.
it was S that found that spell scroll of
Correct.
produce
Produce
flame, correct?
Mm-hmm.
May I ask S Endora XS, may I borrow that scroll to change out my chill touch cantrip?
So when it comes to transcribing spell scrolls, right, it does cost money and time. Luckily to transcribe
Oh,
spell scrolls, it's not that detrimental,
So-
right?
I gotta downgrade
Um,
for now.
Let's see. Where does it say? 1 hour, 10 gold. You have a feature that lets you pay for half, right? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look around.
Okay, so it signed me out because I don't have enough money to pay for my master tier plan.
Oh.
That's weird.
That is
Yeah,
odd.
like I can't sign back into D&D Beyond at all. Hang on. I mean, give me a second. I'm gonna reboot it.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
see if.
So it says it costs
There it
gold
goes.
and time.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
just
hang
trying
on.
to
Hop
find
back
it.
in.
How much time do you think it would take to change out the cantrip?
What? Let me find the answer for you as everybody else is getting their stuff situated.
Sorry about that.
Okay, we're good. I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'll just have to. I get paid tomorrow, so I just gotta pay the subscription tomorrow. It's fine.
Spellcasting. So, copying a spell into your spell book. You can find.
Okay.
Takes 2 hours.
So
costs.
what did we?
Okay,
What
gotcha.
did we
So for
figure
each
out while
level
I
of the
was
spell,
figuring
the
that shit out?
transcription takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold. Afterward, you can prepare the spell like any other spell in your spell book, right? So a level +1 wizard spell and whatnot. It's a level 0 because it's a cantrip. So I'm just gonna say it's probably just half that, so 25 gold, right? So you just basically have to pay 25 gold and spend 2 hours to copy that cantrip. But the cantrip will be expended. Do you have 25 gold?
I'm looking right now. To be honest with you, I have no clue where to find my gold.
No worries, check your inventory. But the next day rolls up. You guys like roll up your bed rolls. It's the next day. Harshnag is still snoring a little bit. But the day is yours. What do you guys want to do? Harshnag has finished that
Didn't I
map.
have enough?
Harshnag has finished that map for you. And it's a very detailed description. It's a bit of a travel, but you do identify the Great Worm Cavern of where that frost giant area is, and the grandfather tree of where that hill giant location is for that relic. What do you guys want to do this morning? You go ahead and just.
Well, I'm going to.
First thing Notice is going to do is he's going to stand up and he's going to start stretching.
I'm gonna
in
sit
yoga
up.
poses.
I'm gonna sit upright and just sit and wait for everyone else to wake up.
Yeah, Asmodus was like up at 4 o'clock in the morning and he was already
You
stretching.
gonna show me that shit?
Okay. Well, what else are you guys doing? You guys want to go ahead and start heading out to this location? Go back in to talk to the Oracle? What? You guys want to
Well,
do?
I know that
24 hours.
I know that Indrio wanted to ask how we defeated the evil. And
What?
I mean, do you want to know its weaknesses or what?
Weaknesses, its strengths, its HP.
Okay, well, what about you, Victor? What do you want to do? Or you want to go back and
Combat
ask the
skills.
Oracle or continue on towards one of your locations? Which you guys do need to decide on which way you're going. Are you guys going towards the Frost Giant Relic or the Hill Giant Relic first? I do need to know that.
I voted Frost.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go Frost.
Okay, so
at
it's
least
2 Frost.
Asmodus.
Victor?
I'll vote for Frost as well.
Okay, cool. So that's
Apparently that guy.
That's 3 out of the 5.
It's majority.
Okay, cool. Easy day. So
Stay
Harshnag
with the
wakes
team.
up. He takes the big great axe. He says, "Are you guys going back in here, or are you planning to head out? I'm going to stay here and watch things at the temple."
We're going to the mountains. The frost giants are our first target.
Okay.
Okay.
That gives us enough time for the Oracle.
Okay, that's good. Harshnag says, "Are you guys going back inside here or heading out right now?" As he kind of points his thumb towards the portal.
I think we'll be okay if we leave now.
What does everybody else say? Asmodus, what do you say?
Asmodeus is fine with. Asmodeus is fine with.
You cut out there, Alex.
Yeah.
Asmodeus is fine with moving on.
Victor, what do you say?
I'll be honest. I feel like we should go to the Oracle and at least ask, like, if there's any information that might help us, like, combat the big bad. Just so we're not completely surprised.
Correct.
Indoril, what do you say?
I also agree with the Oracle idea. Figure out what dangers we're going ahead against instead of going in blindly.
I wouldn't see any harm of asking a couple of questions before you depart. Here,
And he presses the great axe against the same rune, opening that portal. Okay. And as you guys transition through, the six lanterns are relit. Egeron is still kind of like floating there. A ghostly smile crosses his face, welcoming you back.
Nice.
Who's stepping into the center to ask their questions? Victor and Darrell, looked like both of you guys had some questions you wanted to ask. Which of you guys wanted to ask your questions?
I mean, I can let Ellen Drill ask his.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna step in the middle of this circle. I actually do like a monk sit on this circle instead of arms wide out as in a prayer stance, but instead like sitting down crisscross. And I asked the Oracle, we have, it was 2 questions, right? 2 questions? Or 3?
I'll be back, Rashad.
Team?
6 questions, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, no, but the ones that we want to ask now, it's like only 2 or 3 right now, right?
I think there's only 2.
Yeah, asking, like, what kind of, what information we could use or might help us defeat the big bad, and maybe ask, are there any allies worth searching out that would help us?
Okay. Oh, great Oracle, I say to thee, how must I defeat the great Lamarith? What are their weaknesses, their strengths? Are there any traps for us?
You must
Set by the
restore
Lord.
the ordering. That will give you enough strength and influence to combat Limit.
Okay. And then, Great Oracle, are there any allies that we could search for within the area to aid us in defeating Limerith?
You must travel to Maelstrom, the seat of the storm giant Sarepta, the youngest daughter of King Hecaton. He has a clue to her father's whereabouts, and she needs your help.
Okay. Thank you, Great Oracle, as I start slowly standing back up. And I share the information with everyone else.
Gotcha. And I put Cerise's name in there, and that's the daughter of Hecaton. What you guys do know is that she needs your help, but she is in Maelstrom, the seat of the Storm Giant Court.
Okay.
Oh man. I think those are the only questions we had.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else.
Okay.
We still have 4 questions to spare, regardless. We can come back if we do need to.
Sure could.
What are the lottery numbers?
Unknown. as the third light goes up.
God damn it, Victor.
I'm sorry, did you have a question?
Ironically enough,
Gentlemen?
yes.
Oh, shit. Well, there's
one.
still 3 more questions.
I'm gonna save it for later. The question's not relevant right now.
I believe we should save 3 for later as well.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys are going to start heading towards the front of the temple here, I imagine, on your way
Yes.
out to try to get to this first burial mound? Perfect. Sweet. So as you guys are traveling forth, just situate yourselves towards the causeway entrance there. As you begin to kind of make your way down that long passageway, kind of walking over the corpses of those barbarians that you slew earlier, you begin to hear like a mechanical noise that's coming like from the entrance of this place. And before a while, a strange vehicle begins to hang in the sky overhead, slowly drifting closer. It looks like a small ship with sleigh runners on the bottom, held aloft by a giant red balloon. It's probably about like 200 or 300 feet away for right now, slowly approaching this temple here. It's obviously in a course, kind of coming to you guys. What do you guys do seeing this, if anything?
And where,
You're at
where's
the
this at?
very entrance of this temple here, right? All the way at the causeway.
We're all the way.
Okay.
Drag and drop.
It's at 300, 400 feet away. 300, 200 feet, my bad.
Yeah, do you guys see this huge red balloon? Looks like a carriage underneath.
I wonder if Horgreg has any friends expecting to come visit him.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check or a perception check, S, as you kind of squint your eyes to get a good look at this thing to see if you can make anything out.
14.
A 14. So you squint your eyes and you definitely make it out to be an airship, but from this distance you can't really make out any like identifiable marks. But as it gets closer and closer, the markings do appear to be similar to some of the same markings of similar in nature, but not the exact same ones of those air cultists that kind of came upon you when you were in the Cloud Giant's castle, right? It seems to have the same formation, but of a different emblem, right?
Oh, lovely.
And as this vehicle comes a bit closer,
I'm sorry.
2 50-foot rope ladders kind of come over the sides, dropping to in front of the causeway here.
I'm going to get in front of Victor and kind of stand intimidatingly.
Okay. Induro, Asmodus, what do you guys do?
Asmodus is readying. Where is it? Asmodus is gonna ready his magic missile.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Induro?
I am going to move back a bit.
Okay, Victor.
And
No, I'm sorry, keep going.
And I'm going to ready my
Just ready some spell. Victor,
Yeah.
what are you doing as you see the rest of your teammates kind of start to get on the defensive here? Seeing these rope ladders kind of descend down in front of you all.
Alright, I'm gonna get sort of center, bring out my Eldritch Cannon, the Protector, and I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So that is gonna be 1d8 plus 4.
Oh, you're gonna shoot at the freaking the airship
No,
there?
I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone temp HP just to be on the safe
okay.
side.
Gotcha.
So
Sweet.
plus 6 temp HP
Gotcha.
for everyone.
Sweet. So as you all kind of get into your defensive positions, you see kind of like a masked face kind of like peer over the side. It looks like to be like almost like a half like dragon-esque like face mask with an obvious humanoid and human features on the bottom. You can obviously tell it's like a masquerade mask, right? As above you, the person starts to wave, kind of motioning like upwards. Right. Obviously, this person's not down there in front of you. There's just like 50 to 60 feet above you guys, kind of waving and motioning for you, to come up the ladders. What do you guys do?
I'm going to kind of just without really giving a second chance of my companions to really say anything, I'm just going to scream, or I'm going to yell, so they can hear friend or foe.
Wait, and in reply, you hear, in a female voice, friend, to deliver a message.
Can we do an investigation?
We are delivering a message from our Lord Klauth, the great dragon of the north, for you adventurers. Klauth has had divination magic cast upon this region, and you are being beckoned.
Oh boy.
Beckon to what? As Asmodeus yells from behind.
Gotcha. And as you say that, this figure kind of goes over the side, begins to slowly walk her way, or kind of slowly climb her way down that 50-foot ladder there, kind of situating herself in front of you all. She kind of unfurls like a pretty ornate-looking scroll, as she begins to quite literally kind of read off. All right. We've come to you on behalf of Cluth, the great dragon of the north. Cluth offers you this vessel and our services as a gift, so that you may cross his vast dominion while avoiding the many perils of the land below. War against the giants is inevitable, but the great dragon commands you forge ahead and face your destiny. The ordering of the giants is broken, and they are not united. Slay their leaders, and you may yet prevail. If you succeed in quelling this giant threat, Klauth bids you come to his hidden veil so that he can reward your bravery.
It seems we've been given a ticket to a ride, boys.
Yeah, it does sure seem that way.
Go ahead and roll a group
Victor,
insight
what do you
check.
think? As Modus points to Victor.
Yeah. Victor, what do you think? And I want everybody to roll an insight check for me, as you're kind of like eyeing this person up and down. That's obviously like a dragon cultist.
Fuck.
10.
All right, 10,
Fine. 20, I'll
20.
take it.
21.
Okay, sweet. So it averages out pretty good. So you're able to read the body language of Delphine, and she's not sweating, not being jittery or anything like that. You can definitely tell that she's completed her task here of reading this message off to you. Right?
Have we
The question is,
encountered-
will you be accompanying us on this journey? As Modus asked Delphine.
Yes, me and my crew have been tasked with assisting you navigate these lands.
And how did he hear about us? As Modus points to the rest of the crew.
Cluth has had divination magic spying on you all for quite some time. You've made a name for yourselves
I've
after
showered since then.
defending
Shut up,
10
Edmodus.
towns.
What kind of dragon is he?
A red dragon, of course. A
Okay,
powerful one.
because we're
You know
only
what?
worried about a blue dragon, so
Yeah, you
That
know
works.
what? That's all I have to hear. As Modus is gonna go ahead and start climbing up the ladder.
Yes, come. We've got food and games up there. Come meet the rest of the crew.
All
You can
right.
tell
I'll see you guys.
like-
I'll see you boys up there.
You can tell,
You
despite
had
being
me
like
a
a
drink.
yeah, despite being a cultist, she seems pretty friendly. You could make out that she's probably the leader of this little group here, right? But like zero animosity is being given off, despite their cultist history. So everybody's climbing up the ladders here. Anybody doing anything
Yep.
different or specific?
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb the ladders as well.
Okay. So as you climb, boom, boom.
No.
Climb. So you get aboard this Dragon Cult airship. And as you do get to like the main deck here, a couple of things stand out to all of you. One at the very at the fore end of this vessel is like a harpoon gun. And in the back a regular appearing ballista. In the center of the ship here is a furnace. That's probably about 10 foot tall, cylindrical, made out of bronze. And as you peer inside it, it looks to have a fire elemental that's trapped inside. And that fire is what's kind of, it's a hot air balloon essentially, right? You do see a door that leads to what you assume to be the lower deck. and a couple of other of the deckhands. And as each of you come aboard, each of you are greeted behind a mask of like a pretty warm and welcoming smile as each of them makes their introductions to each of you, kind of with a firm handshake.
Asmodus is straight up networking, giving out business cards and talking about his business because you don't stop the grind.
Gotcha. And Brassic over there kind of takes a kin to you as he is also a small business owner. He does this cult thing kind of like a little bit on the side every now and again.
Heck yeah.
And he's being commissioned right now. So he's talking business with you, even perhaps getting some of your honey in some of his shops here.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Let's see.
I'm gonna nonchalantly walk backwards and just lean on the railing of the deck
Okay,
and
gotcha.
just keep my eyes open on everybody.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you're kind of keeping an eye on everybody here on like this main deck. As you see Delphine kind of go back to like the helm of the ship.
8. I'm gonna do wait, where is it?
You want to use one of your luckies?
Yeah, I want to use one of my luckies.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll one more time for me.
Where'd you perception? There we go. That was a dirty 20 sound.
All right, sweet. So you're more in particularly kind of watching like the center furnace there, and you watch how Zalthea is kind of operating it, kind of releasing a lever that has flames kind of come up to the balloon, causing it to rise. So you guys get like a pretty firm understanding of how to like operate the furnace there in the center of this area here. Indra, what do you do?
I converse with Zalthea and Nazroth.
Okay. Any particular questions? As one of them starts explaining how they've got 2 children at home and that this journey is going to make them quite a bit of gold given to them from the Great Red Dragon.
Just small talk. All small talk.
Okay. You continue to make small talk there. I'm learning a little bit of background on Zythroth there, who's an only child here who just absolutely loves dragons and figured if he loves dragons, why not join a dragon cult? He's a little bit taken aback by the evilness a little bit. He doesn't really like to partake in stuff like that, but he does have lots of figures that he's very much wanting to show you in his room below decks. Okay. Victor, what about you?
I'm gonna just take in, as an artificer, just whatever I can, like technological wise. I mean, I've probably never been on an airship before, so it's probably new to me. Like, oh my god, I gotta check this out.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll either an investigation or go ahead and roll an investigation as you are trying to check out the harpoon ballista, checking out the furnace to see how it operates. Sweet, with a 27. So the most interesting thing on this deck is probably that furnace and how it's like a mechanical magical trap that's actually keeping this fire elemental within it. As you know, like a fire elemental is a very large creature, but somehow this magic, the way that it's arranged, is keeping it contained. There's a small little slit kind of towards the front, and you instantly know that if this thing were to be broken or destroyed, that this fire elemental could probably go berserk.
Yeah, that is not a good thing.
A control fire would probably be useful.
Asmodus is gonna, work out a like shipping plan with Brask here on like how his honey's gonna get to his various shops, just so we can kind of profit together. And as Asmodus finishes that up, he's gonna come back here to Delphine and pull out that map that Harshnag made for us, and he's gonna point out to where the frost giants are, and he's gonna go, we have to go this way, ma'am.
Perfect, actually. And so as you point out the location of the Great Worm Cavern, Delphine gives a pretty solid head nod as she kind of turns her wheel and the ship begins to head towards that general direction there. Delphine opens up to everybody's just like, below decks is where you can find some bunks and meet the rest of the crew. One of our stewards, we have rations down there if anybody's hungry. It'll take about a 3-day journey to get to this Great Worm Cavern here from this map.
I asked Asmodeus, for this Great Worm Cavern, is this where we're going to be meeting this red dragon, or is this a different course?
Well, I think to go get this relic first,
Exactly.
and then go meet the red dragon, because we don't want to show up empty-handed, especially against a red dragon.
Brief correction, right? So he wants you to slay the giant lords, right? You're picking up a relic right now in order to take back to the Oracle to find out where to get a conch.
Yep.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, that's your current quest right now. Anybody going below deck?
And, Asmodeus was about to, because the networking I don't stop, and he's gonna go continue to sell honey.
Okay,
I follow Asmodeus.
Okay, cool. So as you go below deck, you meet the rest of the crew there, each of which has their own pretty, not necessarily tragic story, but they're just normal people that are just in this cult that worships dragons. Perilla over here is like the quartermaster who presents like rations. But Asmodeus and Narelle, as you get down there, you notice that there is a second elemental on this ship that's also trapped behind a latched door, right? It has a little window that you can see inside. And despite air elementals typically being huge creatures, this one seems to be magically trapped inside.
What's the second elemental that we're seeing that is trapped?
Yes, and I think what they're doing is that they're using the air elemental to boost the fire elemental to get the heat to rise so this thing could stay afloat.
Exactly.
Correct.
Victor S, Asmodeus, and Narelle, you hear kind of like laughter happening, like kind of in this below decks between like what you know to be Laz and Trump. They seem to be playing some type of dice game. Would anybody like to join in?
I'm going to be keeping my eyes open still.
Okay. Keeping our eyes open and watching the area.
Yeah,
Asmodeus doesn't have his sneaky rogue to help him win these games, so he's gonna politely decline.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, shall accept these dice games. Because I come from a family with lots of board games and family time.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta send out a work text here.
No problem.
Just don't get just whatever you do. If you get into Warhammer 40k, have a lot of money. Because I got my starting kit, and I'm actually going to be building some more models here in the next couple days. But just two sword brothers boxes, which are 5 models each, and one commander model is $160.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Shit
Okay.
was nuts.
Gotcha.
But it's worth it.
So, Enderell, you said you're gonna play a little dice game here. Victor, are you playing anything?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll play as well.
Okay, fuck yeah. It's gonna be a little dead man's hand right here, right? So you, Victor, are actually a little bit acquainted with this because you did play it once before. So everybody chooses a number of d6s that they wish to roll, any number, right? Whoever has the higher number total wins. But if you get a 1 on any of your rolls, you lose that hand essentially, right? So if you choose to roll 6 d6s and you get like 5s across, get a really high number, no 1s, you're probably gonna win. But if you get a single 1, then you lose that entire hand, right? So Tralt and Lax and Laz over there, each placed like 10 gold coins onto the table there, placing their bets. They look at Victor and Enderell as they say, if you have money to offer up, come join in.
All right,
It's a betting
I'll drop
game
10.
after all. Okay, Victor drops 10. What about you, Enderell?
Yeah, what's one?
I will not drop any money right now. I politely decline.
Politely declined. Okay, gotcha. So, Victor, I'm only gonna roll once for these guys, Victor. So, they've got. So Laz and Trolf both have their numbers here. And we're gonna roll on 3, Victor. Got it?
All right.
All right. 1. I'm gonna.
Wait, you
set
said D6, correct?
Yep. D6s.
Okay.
However many you want. All right. 1,
All right.
2, 3, and roll. Damn. They roll the 1. And you
That's
did not, right? So you, Victor, end up getting 20 gold on top as Laz and Charlotte kind of like shake their heads before throwing down 20 gold each onto the table.
Damn.
As they say, Victor, again, double or nothing.
All right.
Okay.
Budget.
So Laz picks up his set of dice there, getting it ready, and we're gonna roll on 1, 2, 3. Damn, he rolled another 1.
Fuck, so did I.
So
Insane.
there's 1. Okay, so the 20 gold apiece stays on the table. They put out another 10, making a total of 30, and if you want to add another 10, it'd be 30. So total pot of 90 gold here. Yep.
All right.
Okay. They collect their dice and get ready to roll. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's that's an 11 for 46s. Damn. Nice. So you get 60 gold, Victor, as you're just cleaning their fucking pockets. You, S, and Asmodeus hear like raucous laughter kind of happening from below decks here. As Charlton, Laz kind of look at you, Victor, and he says, man, this guy's a dice shark indeed. Laz kind of puts up his hands. It's like, he cleaned me out. I've got to pay for diapers when I get back home. I can't spend any more money. Right?
All right.
I'll
call it there.
You call it there. You pocket your gold successfully, and you guys get a pretty hearty, like, ration dinner of like hardtack and some not so stale bread, right? And the first,
not so stale.
yeah.
Asmodeus would like to approach S, and while Victor was playing dice, Asmodeus approaches S and like puts a hand on her shoulder as like, don't worry, buddy. Eventually, find out how to fix all this. I hope we can.
Yeah. So
Only time will tell.
So the first 2 days of your journey are completely uneventful. You do get even more acquainted with each other, or however so much acquainted your character would want to be with these individuals here. You find out each has like some reason for joining the cult, some for mundane reasons, other because they just really love dragons. But nobody seems overtly evil in this group, despite your past experiences with other cult members, right? But on the third... But on the third day...
Asmodeus would like to ask Delphine something.
What do you want to ask?
I'm just gonna ask, like, so I've run into cultists before that have just been off the rails, just absolutely crazy. What makes y'all so different, like, from the rest?
Well, I like to run a pretty tight-knit crew. I'm not going to lie, there are other people within our dragon cult that are complete assholes, but you won't find an asshole here. We tend to stick to ourselves even amongst the other cultists, but there are others out there, and other cults of the elemental evil, such as the air and the earth. You don't want to cross any of those guys.
That makes sense. So which one do y'all fall under?
Fire, of course.
Fire. Okay, that makes sense. I do appreciate the little insight and you trusting me with this information. I do enjoy that.
Gotcha. S, go ahead and roll the perception check for me, as you've been the one to kind of constantly been on guard throughout these 3 days. As you feel something off on the wind. Sweet. And what you spot is a glint. About maybe like in the clouds. You think it's in the clouds, maybe about like 100 feet out towards your northeast, right? So you begin to eye this area over here, right?
I see a glint of some kind.
Do you tell that to everybody else, or what?
I'm gonna just kind of say in a raised voice, not necessarily scream, but just enough to where like Delphine and them can hear. Got something. Starboard side.
Okay. As you say that, you see Zalthea come over here with like a spyglass, kind of extends it. I need everybody to put yourselves where you will. So Enderil, Victor, you guys staying below decks?
Yeah, we weren't necessarily shared that
Yeah.
spyglass, and we didn't hear it, so I would assume that we'd stay under.
Okay. I mean, this is, of course, on the third day, right? So you guys are kind of traveling back and forth. You're just in good conversation with Laz and Perilla, you know? As Zalthea kind of, like, collapses her spyglass as she says, Delphine, we've got Aarakocra approaching. Don't know if they're friend or foe, right? And what you, us, begin to see approach is an Aarakocra. Go ahead and roll another perception check for me.
Got you.
I'm just gonna hide Felix for now. I'll just delete him off. 16. Sweet. All right. So you managed to catch another glint kind of coming in from a southern direction. But what you don't see is a couple of two others approaching from behind. All right. What do you do? Asmodeus, you're able to see the one in the bottom right. All right.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I was yawning there. Oof. I'm gonna kind of get. I'm not really sure to get my weapons ready or not, but I kind of get myself in a mindset of be ready for some bullshit.
Okay. Sweet. As these Aarakocras are about like 150 feet out, your spidey sense begins tingling before you hear a of arrows against wood.
I would like to look to where that came from.
So it came from behind you as these two are getting a bit closer. I'm gonna have everybody roll for initiative. Does anybody speak Auran or Avarian? That's Auran.
Don't think so.
That's like the language of like elementals and stuff like that. And
I rolled 19.
Sweet. I gotta look up. And avian is like the bird speak, basically. Anybody speak bird? Probably not.
Does anybody here talk?
Squawk.
Vinny, we need you.
Yeah, nobody speaks bird.
Squawk,
okay,
squawk.
so yes, you guys won't have any idea what the hell they're saying.
They're just screeching at us intently.
I actually don't know how to check my I don't know how
Aarakocra.
to check it.
Okay.
So under tools, you have languages, and it shows what languages you can speak.
Okay. Gotcha. So let me get these initiatives here. As Victor Enderl, you hear like arrows through wood, even one arrow almost like puncturing like the hull of this ship here. So you obviously know this place is under attack. Right. So I got a 3 for Asmodeus. Victor got a 17. Us got a 19. I have to hide Felix here. Hide character, save. I gotta do that again. 3 for Asmodeus, 17 for Victor. And of course, everybody did take another long rest here. Okay, so you guys can take like 3 long rests in a row. All of your exhaustion should be gone. Okay. Indoril, I need your initiative roll. You should be at the top of your character sheet, kind of to the left of your HP there.
Here it is. I got a 13.
And a 13. All right, perfect. Sweet. All right, I'm just going to edit up some HPs here, and we'll kick this thing off. Once again, nobody speaks Aarakocra or Auran. Sweet. So the top of the order is actually going to be an enemy, and then US are next here, right? As US are going to hear like claws against the side of the ship here, as what like kind of jumps onto the deck is another Aarakocran. Like his wings kind of flare out, and he's got a spear and a shield in one hand, and he's going to make 3 attacks, squawking something that you can't understand, but you can tell he's obviously furious about something. For an 18 against Nezroth here, almost like skewering him for 15 points of damage and whatnot. So spear through the gut of this one here, who falls unconscious. He's gonna swing around and hit with like the back end of his spear against Tralt there, who manages to just duck underneath. Before he's gonna use the rest of his movement speed here, squawking to get next to Zalthea here and trying to spear her straight through the back for a 10, which she is just going to be able to dodge right out of the way. He spins the spear around, aiming at you. Go ahead and stay put. S, it's now your go. With Victor, you're on deck.
Okay.
S, it's your go. With Victor on deck.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you
Oh,
before.
there we go. Can I do an opportunity attack?
Well, you can make your regular attack, but he was outside of your 5 feet initially when he moved.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move up and engage with my good old great axe. What the hell?
Misses. Hate to see it.
We're gonna do a lucky on that one.
Okay, go ahead and reroll.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure I click my lucky points real quick so I don't forget later. Because I'd rather not. Alright, we're gonna try that again. God damn it!
Another 9. Boom. Eric just jumps off the way to the first swing.
Alright, we're gonna swing again. There's a 15 hit.
AC
No, it does
16
not.
right there. Right.
Yep.
It manages to dodge just out of the way there.
Well, shit. Alright, well. That's all for me.
Gotcha. Hey, take a look at your battle maneuvers and your other features, okay? You've got some important things in there. Victor, it's your go with enemies on deck.
Alright, am I still below deck?
You are.
3 maneuvers.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and make my way towards the top of the deck.
Okay, just count out your feet. You get out of the area from right here. This is the door. Right. This is the stair to get up there.
Okay.
Alright.
So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so your 30 feet of movement speed would get you just outside the door right here. I gotcha. Oop.
yeah, I'll let you, since you already counted out. Okay.
Oh.
So am I still below deck or like
No, you're on.
above deck?
You are on the top deck now. You're like just
Okay.
outside the door. You had just enough movement speed.
All right, and I will go ahead and which one's the enemy?
The Eric Cochrans. You're able to see all
Okay,
all
yeah.
5.
All right, then I will go ahead and attack the one closest to Eth's with Firebolt.
Okay, gotcha. No Eldritch Cannon just yet.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and do that first. So
Boom.
we'll do
Summon your Eldritch Cannon. Okay.
Yeah, and then use Protector on me and anyone who's around me for 1d8 plus 4 is going to be 9 temp HP.
All right, 9. So 10 HP for Brazik, Delphine, and Asmodus, and yourself. Got it. That's
9, yeah.
9. Okay, 9 points. All right, perfect. That's
And that
action
is my
bonus.
turn.
All right, cool. So enemies on deck here. So A here is going to take its longbow as a range of 150 feet. Oh yeah, everybody's going to be well within range of all of these archers here. So this one's going to take 2 shots at US with its longbow here. The first for a 21, the second for a natural 1. All right, so one of these arrows manages to find your side for 5 points of piercing damage. 2 arrows are going to come at you, Asmodus, from the Eric Cochran behind you. One's for... Well, let me change the rolls to public. And there you go. Now they're everyone. The first one's for a 20, which would hit. And the second one for a 11, which would...
I can cast shield as a reaction.
Sweet. Shield is a
For
reaction.
that second one.
Gotcha. Second arrow misses, but the first one manages to find purchase as you take 5 points of piercing damage from it. Okay. The one in the back here is going to take 2 shots at you, Victor. All right. The first for a 22. All right. And the
Damn,
second
Good.
for a 9, which kind of like hits onto the wood right in front of you. As you, Victor, are going to take 12 points of piercing damage as this one really kind of bites into you here. Let me do that. And then the last Eric Cochran is going to take 2 shots, one at Charlton, one at Zathia here. The first one's going to be for a 13, which hits, and the other one for a natural 20. So Tralt gets hit hard, taking 11 points of damage here, becoming unconscious. He's like they're bleeding out on the deck. Zathia, on the other hand, takes an arrow, or it's going to take double damage here. Hopefully it's a low crit. 13 points, sweet. It's not too terrible and whatnot, as Zathia takes a hard arrow, also being knocked unconscious, bleeding out on the deck. Indorel, it's your go with Asmodus on deck.
Who is the child out of all the cultists?
The youngest one is probably Prerella, who's about like 19 years old. So she's below deck.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Laz and Orskis that we're under attack and bring reinforcements, and then I'm going to move to upper deck.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character. You got 30 feet of movement speed there. And you'll come out right behind like Victor with maybe a little bit of extra movement.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the close wall here. Alright, and
you can see all 5 enemies.
All 5, okay. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the Aracata next to us.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and make your spell attack.
Firebolt. Then, bam. With a 12.
Nope, you have to make your to hit first, so it's that plus number right next to it. Nine shot goes wide.
Oh my.
Okay. Any bonus actions that you want to use? I don't think you have any right now, though.
I don't think I have any bonus actions though in my turn.
All right, gotcha. Asmodus, it's your go with enemy on deck at the top of the order.
Okay. Let's see. Which one? This one just shot at me, right? The one C down here?
Correct.
Cool. Fuck him. I'm going to, in a 100-foot line, level 3 lightning ball. A lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, level 3. Okay, cool. Deck save?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. 22, so it's going to take half damage here.
Yep. Let me roll the damage up. Ooh, 36. Half of 36.
18.
Look at that. My man with the quick maths.
My man with the quick math.
My man with the quick maths. Okay.
Oh, the quick math.
Sweet. So 18 points of damage. Okay. Love it.
The only thing that I have as a bonus action is my Starlight stat. I'ma just ready another shield just for another attack.
Okay, gotcha. You get ready. On top of the order here, as everybody watches a huge crack of lightning streak out, striking one of these Arakocras. It's the gladiators go here, seeing that 3 of the cultists are felled. It's going to look towards US before choosing to ignore you initially, going after another of the cultists. He squawks. You can take an attack of opportunity if you so choose to use a reaction for it.
You're damn right.
Okay, so you don't move closer. You just stay put and you just make your attack.
That's a force of habit on my own part.
I got you. Go ahead and make your attack for me. A 25.
25!
That would hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Any maneuvers you're tossing onto this?
Yes, we're actually gonna do the only one that I can do with the gray axe, which is cleave.
No, you don't have another enemy within 5 feet of you. I was talking about your battle master maneuvers, like I don't know what battle master stuff that you have right now off the top of my head.
I know one of them is.
But,
I know one of them
you
is.
have like feigning attack. Well, that's a bonus action.
Topple,
it's
I know
it's really
you can
just like
add.
sweeping. sweeping would probably be the only one you could kind of
Yeah,
add
swing
here.
attack. Hit creature with a melee attack. You can expend one superiority die to attempt to damage another creature within 5 feet of the original target and within your reach.
Oh no, sorry. I thought it was like sweeping, as in like sweeping off their feet. So it looks like not with these.
Wouldn't it be the
maneuvers.
tripping
Okay.
attack?
So that'll be that'll be tripping, but he doesn't have that selected. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So that's
So
good
that's
damage
fine.
there against that Aarakocra, as he's going to make whoops, that's the wrong one. He's going to make a spear attack against Brazik, looking to end him. It's going to land for a 22, dealing 11 points of damage as he is knocked unconscious. He's then going to use the rest of his movement speed to try to end Nezrith's life here, who's bleeding out on the ground. For a 14, you don't get to move, just stay put. Oh, right there. For 15 points of damage, a spear guts Nezrith. The light fading from his eyes there. His last attack is going to spin towards you, S, for a 12, which you managed to block. All right. S, it is now your go with Victor on deck.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this dude.
He squawks at you in defiance.
Bullshit, chance to hit. How does a 24 with 7?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna swing again. Damn, for a 10.
The second one, he manages to just get out of the way. Anything else that you're doing?
Oh, I can know my enemy. Ooh. Expend a feint, target on creature, next attack, roll against. Can I prepare a feinting attack?
You can do it on your next turn when you make your attack.
Okay. Alright, well then other than that, oh wait, maybe activate a second win. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Gotcha. Victor, it's your go with enemies on deck as you see S kind of close combat with this Aarakocra who manages to kill one of these cultists.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use my protector cannon again.
Okay.
So everyone will get 9 temp HP.
Gotcha. So, Indro, the way temporary hit points works is they don't stack, you just replace, right? So,
Okay.
you can get you have 9 temporary hit points now because you're within 10 feet of Victor. As Modus, you can choose to either keep the previous temporary hit points or switch them out, right? All right. So 9 temp HP
I
to
already
your
swapped
teammates.
them.
Perfect.
I already swapped them out.
What else,
All right.
Victor?
I'm gonna attack the one closest to S with the Firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Alright. Awesome. 17, so it's gonna be 2d10. Big numbers, crap. So it's 7 plus.
Yep, you're 1d8. Nice.
So 13
Good job.
damage.
Wait, is he's
And
bloody?
that ends my turn.
He's bloody.
He
Okay.
is sweet. So these Aarakocras still keeping their distance. They're going to reposition. 2 arrows coming towards US, each using Archer's Eye, which if it hits will add a little extra damage behind it. The first one's going to miss US for a natural 1. The second is going to be for a 16, which you put up your great axe, just it barely misses you. B over here is going to take 2 shots at you, Victor. Using its Archer's Eye to add to hit this time on him instead of the damage. So it's going to be an 18 plus 1d6. It's going to be 10, so it's a 28 to hit. So this one here is going to find purchase against you for 7 points of piercing damage. The second arrow, he's going to launch for a 15. This one misses. C here is going to choose to do his Archer's Eye on its damage as he takes aim as you as Modus for a 24 to hit. Right? So this arrow finds purchase as you take a total of 14 points of damage. Right? 14 points of piercing damage from that arrow that finds, while Archer D squawks. And he's going to make 2 attacks against you, Indoril, with its longbow. Both adding Archer's Eye to its damage if it does hit for a 25. So you, Indoril, are going to feel the sting of an arrow as you take 17 points of piercing damage from this archer further away. No. Indoril, it's your go with Asmodus on deck.
Okay. I'm going to cast.
Are you taking down your HP, Indoril, as you take damage?
Yeah. You said I had 9 temporary, right?
Mhm.
And I took 17 in total.
Correct.
Alright, so I took 6 damage in HP.
Well, when you input the damage, if you have temporary hit points, it's going to automatically take it out for you. There's nothing you actually have to do. You just put in the damage numbers, okay?
Okay. Sorry. You said 17, right?
Yep. Take 17 points of damage.
There we go.
Be sure to keep track of that. All right. Cool. Keep going.
All right, and I'm gonna cast a 2nd level magic missile.
Onto who? Who are you targeting?
Onto the one closest, the guy closest to S.
Okay, gotcha. Level 2, so you get 4 darts. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. All 4 darts are going to hit automatically. But you just roll once, and that's damage for all 4 bolts.
Roll d6 for 1. And I'm going to cast. And 3.
So 3 times 4, it's 12 points total. As these 4 bolts of magic slam into this Aarakocra, who gives off a painful screech as he is barely hanging on here.
And I would like to move. Right in the middle. Nope, I lied. I don't want to move.
Okay, just kind of staying put right there.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Asmodus, it's your go with then top the order.
Asmodus is gonna.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I gotcha. You're gonna be up next here in a little bit.
Asmodus is gonna move on the other side of Del Solfine, kind of get behind this for cover against this other Aarakocra.
Okay, I
And
gotcha.
look at
So I'm
the
saying you
guy
have
that's
half
close.
cover right now, so you get plus 2
Yeah,
to
against
your
at least
AC.
that guy. And I'm going to point at the one closest to S and say Rot and cast Blight at 4th level.
Okay. Yeah, what's the save?
Con save 13.
Con save 13. It rolled a 19. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's going to take half.
He's
That
barely
is
hanging on, guys. Kill him.
24.
Oh, 24.
Half, so
Good
12.
damage. Sweet. How do you do it?
So as the necrotic energy comes out of my hand and attaches to the Aarakocra, you just see it start rotting from the inside out, like it's turning into like a decomposing body of an Aarakocra.
Ooh, love it. Ooh, what else you doing?
Asmodus is gonna say, "Now we have to deal with the rest," and I'm going to Starlight Step on this side to get next to S.
Okay. Gotcha.
Huzzah!
Does that end your
And
turn?
that's the end of my turn. Yes, sir.
Gotcha, sweet. Delphine is going to kind of tie the turn wheel, so it keeps heading into the same direction without being veered. And she's going to run over to Brassic and begin to try to pull him down below decks over here. That's going to be all of her movement here, as the other ones are staying below deck. Delphine cries out to Victor and Indoril, "Please save the others. They've got children and they've got lives ahead of them." Gladiator is now dead. S, it is your go with Victor on deck.
I am going to quickly go to Troll. Just heft him over my shoulder and sprint for the lower deck.
Okay, gotcha. So, yep, so you can use the rest of your movement speed, right? So 30 feet and whatnot, that'll get you down here. Did you want to roll a medicine check to try to stem any of his bleeding?
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to actually.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. DC is just 10. Dang, hate to see it. I think you do have a maneuver that lets you add to skill checks I think. Or is that tactical advantage?
Tactical shift. Whenever you activate your second wind with the bonus action, you can move up to half your speed
No,
without
that's-
provoking opportunity.
That's something else. God, where is it? Tactical mind. That's right. So when you fail an ability check, you can expend 1 use of second wind, and instead of regaining HP, you roll a 1d10 and add the result to an ability check. If the check still fails, the use of a second wind isn't expended.
Okay, so when you fail an ability check, you can spend use of second wind instead of gaining. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll 1d10 to see if you're able to.
Roll dice, 1d10, custom roll of 5 plus 7, that makes it 12.
I'm not seeing your custom roll,
What the hell?
but you rolled like a 5 for a total of 12. Sweet. So your quick
Correct.
thinking, as at first you think you're not going to be able to stem his bleed, and then with your quick thinking, you like tear off some of his cloth before stuffing it inside that wound that's piercing and holding good direct pressure, as you have stopped the bleeding for Trolt, and you're confident he is not going to bleed out on the deck of this ship here. Okay. So that's action, bonus action, and that should be everything that you're able to do.
Okay. Yep. That's
Okay. Very good job, Victor. It's your go with enemies on deck.
I'm going to same as last time. I'm gonna use my protector cannon.
Okay, protector cannon. It is going to be for Asmodus, Indoril, and yourself.
So 6 temp HP.
All right, 6 temp HP for you guys. Good job.
And then I'm gonna turn to Acheron Arch B and attack with the Firebolt.
Gotcha. Send it.
Alright. Big number. 21. Alright, so. Fuck. And again. Plus.
Nice. Good
13
damage there.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, gotcha. Enemies go with Indorel on deck here as you hear the crack of fire. Aarakocra A over here is going to reposition using its 50 feet of movement speed. Yeah. Boom. Flies right to the front of the ship. D's going to fly right to the front of the ship. B here is going to fly over to the side, trying to get a better angle. And C here is going to fly to the other side, trying to get a better angle here. And a flurry of arrows is going to come towards the crew. A is going to take 2 shots at you, Asmodus, one of which will, if it hits, will be its archer's eye. That's a 22 to hit. All right. So you get a sharp sting of another arrow hits you for 9 points of piercing damage, as he follows up with a second arrow, which misses for a 10, which kind of hits right the side. B over here is going to make 2 arrows against you, Victor. The first which hits is going to do an archer's eye. So 12 misses, 14 misses, right? And then C over here is going to take 2 at you, Indoril. The first one for a 15, which would hit. Even if you cast shield, it'd just bring it up to 15 anyway, so it still hits. This one, he is going to use his archer's eye onto it, doing a little extra damage here. This one finds good purchase for 19 points of piercing damage on that first arrow that strikes. Right, he's going to follow it up with a second for a 19, which would hit at another arrow smacks right into you for another 12 points of piercing damage here. Right, the Aarakocras look very angry before you see their attention like turn towards that elemental in the center of this airship here. Indoril, bleeding and bruised, it's your go. Lemire, it's your go.
Sorry, I was muted. Talking to myself here. I'm gonna cast Arcane Vigor.
Okay, what does that do?
Fourth, it heals me.
Okay, what level are you casting it at?
4th level.
4th level, fuck yeah.
And let's see. Scroll
Man, that's
down.
spot.
Oh, that's Asmodeus. Where the fuck are you? Oh, I don't have the. Oh, there it is. Sweet. So
I've done that for you.
you type into Life Force Heal Shelf, roll 1 or 2 of your unexpended hit points dice, and regain hit points equal to your rolls plus your spellcasting ability modifier. The number of spell dice increases. You can roll increases by 1 for each spell slot above 2. Okay, so you can roll up to 4 of your hit dice. So the way that this works is, we're gonna click on the short rest button, right? Which
Short
is right.
rest.
Yeah, click on the short rest button. Click 4 of your hit dice. Right now it should say 46 plus 8, right? Or actually, hold on. Let me read through the spell one more time. You roll 1 or 2 of your unexpended hit point dice and regain a number equal to the roll's total plus your spellcasting ability. Okay, gotcha. So correction. We're not going to use the short rest option here, but it's 46 plus 3. Okay, so you have to custom roll it. All right. So like you see the little dice on the left side of the screen there. Click D6 4 times. And you're going to roll that and add your spellcasting ability modifier, which is 3 to it, and that's how much you're going to heal up.
Ooh, you're gonna have to explain that to me one more time.
I got you. No worries. On the left side of your screen, you're going to see like a little dice icon. Click that. It should give you like a whole bunch of dice. 2 up is going to see your D6. Click that 4 times.
2, 3, 4. All right.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll that. So 17 plus 3 is 20 hit points is what you heal as you cast Arcane Vigor on yourself.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's a
Almost
bonus
got there,
action.
boys.
So that's a bonus action. So you can't cast another leveled spell, but you can cast a cantrip here.
Okay, and I'm going to cast. I'm not close enough for Burning Hands. I'm going to do Magic Missile
Okay, on which? On who?
on
You see that B and C are the most injured. A and D look extremely healthy.
I'm gonna cast one at B.
At B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll your damage and all. What level are you casting it at?
Cantrip.
Well, magic
Level
missile. Magic missile isn't a cantrip.
Wait, it isn't? My apologies.
That would be broken.
Oh.
So you can do Ray
Oh,
of
it's a
Frost,
first
or
level.
yeah. So you can do
Oh,
Ray of
sorry about
Frost, Frostbite, or Firebolt.
Okay. Let's use Frostbite. I'm gonna use Frostbite.
Okay, gotcha. That's a con 14 save from B. I gotcha. So B is gonna roll his con save, which is gonna fail. So he's gonna take full damage here. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Frost damage. And 6.
All right, 6 points of damage against B here, and it has disadvantage on one of its next attacks here. Okay.
Nice. Okay. And I think that will end my turn.
Okay, gotcha. Asmodeus, it's your go with S on deck here.
Alright. Well, seeing as I have this is gonna be a shit ton of fun. Since B was the one that just got hit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, B was the one that just got hit. B and C are the most injured. A and D look extremely healthy.
Let me see. That is just in my range. So I'm going to point at B and ring the bell and cast cantrip, toll the dead.
Okay, what's
I
the
need a
save?
13 wisdom saving throw.
13 whiz save. Boom, it fails. It's taking full damage.
So that is, and it's missing HP, correct?
It is, yep. So go ahead and roll the extra damage there. Or whatever it is. I think
What
it's like
is
a
it?
D12.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the initial damage, and then what is it at level? And then 1d12. Oh my
Pull
bad.
the dead. No, that's what it is right there. Like it's just the 2d12. It just turns.
No,
the
so
D-
two.
yeah, it changes the 2d8 into 2d12.
Oh,
If-
into
if-
2d12. My
Correct.
bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so this is the damage. So 14 total necrotic damage going to be.
well, you Oh, did you roll the D? Okay, you rolled the D8s for that one. So yeah, so 14. All right, I gotcha. Easy day.
Yep. I apologize.
No worries. He's on his last legs here.
Question. Cause it's a charge, can I use my ring as a bonus action?
No, it should be an action. It should say it what casting time it is.
Let me see. Oh,
Are
yeah,
you talking about the ring of animal influence?
Yeah.
These things are humanoids. They're not animals.
Yeah, they're half animals.
Wow. Anything else that you're doing, Asmodus?
They're birds, man. They're half animal, half humanoid.
You're saying a tabaxi is an animal then?
Yeah, because they might look humanoid, but they're still animals.
Okay. Anything else that you're doing?
No, that's it, my man.
Okay, gotcha. Sweet. Then Delphine, you are gonna watch Delphine run back up towards the deck of the ship, using the rest of her movement speed to get about right here before going prone, looking to try to get to her other sailor here. It's your go with Victor on deck. Brassic, his bleeding has been stopped by Delphine, so he's okay.
I'm gonna go in here and put him in one of the cots here. And then I am going to make my way back up deck.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna say, give yourself a point of heroic inspiration. If you already have it, you can give it to somebody else because you're choosing to be so nice to these sailors. And I'm gonna say you're able to get just outside that door there, so you can still make your attacks with your longbow if you so choose.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put myself right there.
Perfect.
I'm gonna take my longbow, and I kind of see that Archer B is looking a little nasty.
Oh yeah, he's bleeding profusely, bleeding out of the ears from that Toll of the Dead.
So I'm gonna pull a smart-ass moment, and I'm gonna put my bow. I'm gonna rest my arm right on top of Victor's head with my bow, and I'm just gonna look like hold still.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
A 14.
Ah, hate to see it.
Damn. Why didn't you stay still?
I sneezed. I couldn't help it. My bad.
He got a little pollen in his nose. All right, you can't hold it against Victor.
God damn it. Yeah. Technically, wait a minute.
You can attack again. You got 2 attacks per action.
Say, can I do two attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, longbows do not have the loading property, so
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
look at him hold still this time.
I stay
Hold
perfectly
still.
still.
19.
Oh, nice. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh,
Ooh, max damage for 9.
Sweet. How do you do it?
I'm going to rest my forearm right on top of his forehead, and I'm just gonna aim very carefully. I see this bird kind of writhing in agony, and as it's screeching, I'm gonna shoot the arrow to the point where it goes through its open mouth and out the back of his head.
Ooh, love it.
Oh my god.
And it falls down towards the ground, disappearing in clouds. Anything else that you're doing, S? Love it.
I'm going to look at Victor and be like, "Thank you," and I'm gonna go back and get ready to fight the other guys.
All right, and Victor, it's your go with enemies on deck.
I'm gonna just deadpan the ass and look for the last Ericagra and ball haunts him before I do that. Protector cannon, yet again.
Okay, gotcha. This is going to be for Asmodus, S, Indoril, and yourself.
Full points, 12.
And Delphine. Sweet. 12 points of temporary hit points. Perfect. Love it.
Alright. And how is the last Ekakrin looking?
C looks hurt. A and D look very healthy.
Where is A? Oh, they're up there. You know what the hell with it? I'm gonna go and point my gun at A and cast Scorching Ray.
Okay, hell yeah. Let's go. All 3 bolts.
So that is, yeah. So,
Oh, excuse me.
it's gonna be 26 for the first one,
Fuck yeah, slams right into it.
15 for the second one.
Second one misses. Hate to see it.
Fuck. And 19 for the last one.
Yep, so 2 of them hit. So it's 4d6 plus your 1d8.
Okay, so that's 4 plus
Earth, fire.
7.
Nice. He's bloodied.
And that will end my turn.
I'm gonna let that be up to you.
All right. Fuck yeah. So A is going to return 2 arrows in kind, aiming right at you, Victor. They don't have any more archer's eyes, so it's just 2 longbow shots. The first for a 19, which misses. The second for a 8, which misses. D here is going to use its 50 feet of movement speed to get right up to the furnace before making 2 short swords attacks against it, looking to try to break it. The first is going to be for a 19, which hits, another for a natural 20, dealing good damage against this thing. So that's 5 plus 7, so 12 points total. Dink, dink, kind of denting this thing. You see that the fire elemental within that was once like really small begins to enlarge a little bit, as if something's inside's been weakened. C over here is going to make 1 arrow attack against you, Asmodus, and 1 against you, S. The one against you, Asmodus, is going to be for a dirty 20. All right, which manages to find you right in the side for 6 points of piercing damage. The second arrow is going to come towards you, S, which you're going to just dodge out of the way of. Boom, boom, and then D.
Can I catch it so it doesn't hit Victor or Indro behind me?
Oh, perfectly fine. You managed to catch it kind of like mid-air there. D already made his attack. Sweet, so that's everybody there. Indoril, it's your go. You see this Aarakocra trying to destroy this furnace, perhaps to free this elemental. It's squawking furiously. What do you do? Asmodus, you're on deck.
Okay. Can't use anything fire related because then it's gonna destroy everything around me. I'm assuming the ship is made out of wood, right?
Area of effect spells could have additional damage done to the furnace, yes.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to fireball the ship, then yes, that's made out of wood. Some stuff will probably catch on fire.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
3rd level.
Gotcha. You might need to move and position yourself first.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to position 1, 2, 3. It's
okay.
Like, actually, just two.
Gotcha. You get right up in his face. Gotcha. What's the save?
Let's see.
Pretty sure it's a dex save.
It is a.
It's gonna be an 11.
It is a dexterity. Yep.
What level are you casting at?
3rd.
3rd level? Sweet. So it failed its save. It's gonna take full damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Boom. 5d6 is gonna hit for 14.
Sweet. So 5d6 for. So 3rd level. Boom. 5d6. Love it. For 14 points of damage. And D here was the most healthy here, right? But he's looking close to being bloodied here. Anything else?
Alright, and then I'm going to move back behind S and Victor.
As you move back, it's going to take an opportunity attack against you for a 22 to hit. Right? But you manage to gain your distance, but you take 5 points of piercing damage on the way out.
5 damage, heard.
Okay, keep going.
I'm sorry?
Keep going with your turn.
Oh, yeah. That's going to end my turn.
Okay, gotcha. Asmodus, it's your go as you watched Indoril give off a great burning hands. D is almost bloodied.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some distance with my Starlight Slip so I don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well, he couldn't make it anyway because he already used his reaction.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll just move normally, go around him this way, get on this side of him, and in his back, I'm going to throw a chromatic orb into his back.
Okay, gotcha. Go and roll your to hit.
That is...
What level are you? Yeah. Boom, 10 just goes wide.
Fuck. Yeah, the spell slot gone. Shit. Yeah, that's about everything I can do, because I don't think I have any bonus actions yet.
How many action.
Okay. Anything else? Is that it?
I'm gonna prepare a so whenever, like, if the air croaker decides to attack Delphine, I'm going to ready my mage armor to throw on her.
I can't really do that. Mage armor is only on yourself, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh damn.
But
Okay.
it is Delphine's turn here at the end of the order. She is going to manage to get back to Azalthea. And you, as Modus, see her begin to try to stem the bleeding. That's going to end her turn there. Her back's kind of exposed. S, it's your go. You catch the Aarakocra thinking, like, eyeing Delphine as she's the last cultist in this obvious view. It's your go with Victor on deck.
Oh hell no! I literally pull some anime shit and I kind of do like a flash step right in front of him, but like, I don't think so. And I'm going to swing my axe.
Okay. He squawks at you furiously. You don't understand
18.
anything he says. Nice, good hit right across his fucking chest.
Yep. For a whopping 15.
Boom. He's barely hanging on.
Yeah, we're gonna attack one more time. Oh, 25.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
For 12.
Sweet. How do you do it?
So on the first hit, I'm gonna throw him off guard by doing a nice wide swing with my axe, like the giant one-handed wide arc, and then as he's moving, I'm gonna pull some Darius old shit, swing the axe and use its weight to throw me up in the air, and then come down and split his ass in half.
Ooh, love it.
Ooh, nice.
And he drops super dead. Anything else that you're doing?
That wasn't a lot of movement speed, was it? I'm gonna go ahead and turn and face the Aarakocra, and I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And use my longbow to attack it.
A or C?
Whichever the one I'm looking at, C. Or A.
Or A? Yep, I gotcha. That was D that died, my bad. Whoop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, yeah, so 9 misses.
Can I do a second attack on an action surge?
Yeah, yep, you get your whole action again, which is another 2 attacks.
I bet. Damn. Sadly,
I hate to see it.
my bow efficiency is not that great.
End your turn?
I'm gonna move here and give Delphine some assistance and stopping the bleeding on this guy.
Gotcha, and with your assistance, you managed to stem the bleed successfully. Victor, it's your go with enemies on deck here. You see that A is hurt, but C is very much more hurt.
Alright, I am going to go ahead and come over here and use Protector Cannon again.
Okay, gotcha. You're going to get yourself, S, Delphine, and Indoril. Perfect. And Asmodus.
Alright. So, 6 points to whoever doesn't have any. And I'm going to actually use Mending on the door
Nice.
that the Cochrane were attacking. a
Gotcha.
minute
So
ago.
all that damage that it just got dealt gets fixed almost instantly. Great thinking. And you watch that
And-
elemental shrink.
That will end my turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Quick question.
What's up?
When you have that temporary, when you gave temporary points, do I have to replace it or do I add more temporary points?
You
to myself?
replace it. You get to choose which one you
Okay,
want.
so
Either the new ones or
I
keep the
have-
old.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep my old ones then.
Okay,
'Cause
perfect.
You
Yeah.
said 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
obviously, if you have more, then keep your old.
Right.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, that's within 30 feet. That's within 30 feet. Seeing you, Victor, begin to mend this thing, the last 2 Aarakocras are going to desperately fly to it, looking to do some damage, redo some damage to it. This first Aarakocra is going to use its short sword to try to stab at it, kind of breaking this thing open for a 15. And then it's going to make one short sword attack against you, Indoril, since you're right next to him for a 23. Right, so the first one against the furnace takes 10 points of damage. As the second one against you, Indoril, you take 5 points of piercing damage. The second Aarakocra there is just going to make 2 short sword attacks right against the furnace. The first one just dings right off. The second manages to find purchase, dealing good damage for another 10. The mending that you just performed kind of gets hampered there as you, Victor, see that elemental grow in size once again. and you can tell that if this thing takes any more damage, it's probably going to burst. Okay? Indorel, it's your go with Asmodus on deck.
Okay, if I cast Mage Armor, will that take an action away?
It will take your action. It highly behoove both Asmodus and Indorel at the end of your long rest to cast Mage Armor because it lasts for 8 hours after that. Okay?
Okay.
But if you want to cast it, you can.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast. Which one's has higher health? It was A, right?
Correct.
Had more health. Okay, I'm gonna cast another level 3 Burning Hands on A. I'm gonna get close. 1, 2, 3, and move away from C.
Gotcha. As you move away, it is going to take one attack of opportunity looking to hit you, and it's going to hit for a 19, right? As you take 7 points of piercing damage on the way out. He screeches at you furiously.
7 damage taken away, and I'm gonna cast my Burning Hands. 3rd level once again.
Fuck yeah. Dex save. He's going to save, so he's going to take half damage here.
Half damage, and then I roll. Oh my god, my roller luck is horrible.
Ooh, so it takes 5 points of damage as you manage to singe some of the feathers.
And let's see. I'm going to use another Arcane Vigor.
I don't think you have any more. Oh, at 3rd level? Yeah.
At 3rd level.
Gotcha. So that should be 3d6 plus 3.
3d6 plus 3. Boom. Oh, I rolled 1.
It's okay. Just roll another 2.
3. Boom. Number 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Okay, so 12 plus 3, so 15 points of healing there. Okay. The hit dice that the hit dice that you did spend, you do have to account for that. So under short rest, you just click the hit die and then take short rest twice to save and lock that in. Okay. Because you only have so many. So I think the first one you used 4, and the next one you used another 4, but you only had 3 technically. Okay. So you have no more hit dice right now. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha. So if you refresh the page, you'll see that all of them got used because I helped you out there. Anything else that you're doing, Indorel, is you use your Arcane Vigor to get some more life force back.
No, that will end my turn.
Gotcha. You, Asmodus, it's your go as you see these air cockers about to destroy this furnace, unleashing this fire elemental to destroy the ship. What do you do?
I'm going to, on the one that I'm looking at, I'm going to try to throw another chromatic orb at it and try to hit it in the back.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you have weapons?
Come on, big money.
What level are you casting it at?
We'll do 2nd level.
Okay.
The effect is going to be poison.
Okay.
Or is it acid? I think it's acid. Let me double check. So...
Yeah, you just get to choose which type it is. Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Yeah, it's going to be 4d8 acid. Oh, 13.
Nice. How do you do it?
So as the orb sinks into his back, this acid just starts eating away at his wings and just eats through his chest and like pops out of his chest like an alien from the Alien movies.
Gotcha. Love it. And he falls over dead as the last air cocker lets out a battle cry screech here. Anything else that you're doing?
I am just going to tell or Victor, get the last one! As I am in her.
Okay, gotcha. S, it's on you. The last Aarakocra is there in front of you. What do you do?
I'm going to haul ass. And I'm going to swing with my axe.
Okay. Let's see if you hit. Save the day.
Nat 20. 27.
Nice. Sweet. Go ahead and roll your fucking damage, big dog.
Let's say 16.
16. He's barely hanging on. You almost you cleave one of his wings off. He's desperate to get this last hit on this furnace. Your second attack will probably kill it.
None likely.
Oh,
But you know what? No, you know what? You know what? I have one. I still have one.
Your last lucky, yeah.
My last lucky.
Let's see if it makes you lucky. bad things are gonna happen.
Actually, no, they refreshed because I had a long rest earlier. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
no,
you did. You haven't used any this battle. That's right.
So, yep, let's try that one more time. No.
Ooh, Victor, it's your
No.
it's you, man.
Damn it.
All right.
No way.
I cleave this thing's wing off. I look at Victor. I say, "You got one shot."
Pretty much.
All right. So there's just the one left, correct?
Yeah, the one
Yep.
left, the furnace is severely damaged. You know, one more good hit will probably burst. Of course, you have your mending spell, you know, probably buy yourself more time. Or you can take the chance to kill this thing. What do you do, Victor? Take the risk. Do it. Don't let your dreams
Don't
be
take the
dreams.
risk.
Do it. What do you
Don't
do,
let
Victor?
your dreams be dreams.
Your heart's pounding. You see the Aerocrockets fiercely trying to destroy this furnace to burn the entire ship down.
All right. First, the cannon.
Okay?
So everyone gets 12 temp HP. That's around me.
Yep. 12, 10, 10.
And how bloodied does he look?
He's barely fucking hanging on here. Like, a fucking breeze can blow this thing over. His wings cut off. His arms dislocated. He's barely
Okay.
hanging onto his sword.
Fuck it, Scorching Ray.
Okay. Sweet. All 3 blasts. You have 3 tries.
No.
First one goes wide.
Oh my god.
No.
The second one goes
Oh
wide.
my god. No.
Just
Oh,
hit
thank
one.
God.
Yes.
All right, the last one
Yeah,
hits
20.
for
Oh my
20.
God.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh
For
my
10.
god.
Sweet.
plus-
10
Oh my
points of
goodness.
damage plus your 1d8. Just as this
14.
thing's about to strike the weak spot on this furnace, your last Scorching Ray finds purchase. How does this look, Victor?
Just straight through the chest. I want to see a gaping, burning hole, and him just look at it like, oh.
All right, he falls over dead. The fire elemental seems to be growing in size, raging in anger, but still
I
contained.
cast mending.
Sweet.
I cast mending.
You begin
Asmode is like right there behind it, trying to use control flame to help control some of the flame around it.
All right. Hell yes. So you, Victor, your quick thinking, you begin to mend this furnace, kind of quelling the anger of this fire elemental, kind of retrapping it within its magical compartment here. I'm gonna post what you guys find on the bodies of the Aerococras. Just kind of review it on your own here and add it as you will. Not. Oh, so there you go. That's what you guys find. It's in the group chat here.
Oh, hell yes.
Delphine cries out, like, please, we must tend to the wounded.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Asmodus is gonna start helping with trying to patch these people up with his very minimal knowledge of medicine and just help where he
Gotcha.
can in patching people up.
Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a group medicine check to figure out how well the entire group can kind of heal up these individuals.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, 8. Not that good.
God damn,
Let's go.
dude.
Got 13.
Awesome.
Okay, the 15 might carry. It's gonna be averaged out here.
Yeah, fucking
Wow. Okay,
You know what?
plus 8 plus 15 plus 0 divided by 4.
You know what? Hold up.
That's
I'm gonna
7.
use all 5 spell slots of Cure Wounds to, like, help.
Okay, like you're casting Cure Wounds 5 times.
Yeah, and everybody did that.
Okay, perfect, sweet. Because like as you guys are trying to help out, like Laz, Perilla trying to like bandage up these guys, for whatever reason, your knowledge of medicine is just out the fucking
Just
window right
out
now.
the fucking door.
Right.
The scene's too horrific.
Especially you, Victor. For some reason, like you like pick up like a syringe and try to like help out, but they kind of look at you all crazy before you're like, wait a minute, I have
I'm
magic.
gonna look. No, I'm gonna pull some anime. I'm gonna pull some annoyed anime shit, and I'm gonna look at Victor. I'm like, you're a mechanic, not a doctor.
You're a mechanic, not a doctor.
Victor, how does your Cure Wounds look as you are the main healer here for this group? As an artificer, how would you describe your Cure Wounds, if any?
You guys have not played Final Fantasy 14, have you?
I have.
Okay, then you know how it looks like whenever someone casts healing magic on someone, like in the cinematics. Like it's that glowing
Yeah,
ray, and then like
it's
just
a
aura.
glowing. Yep, it's pretty.
Yeah.
So
If you ever get the time, look up Final Fantasy 14.
healing.
Actually, I would say healing, but it's like there's a certain. The cinematic has a different animation completely than the regular healing.
If you can find a video to send it to me, perhaps I'll totally take a look at it. Get if it'll give us some inspiration there. Don't worry, we've got about 15 minutes left, and then we'll kind of close up shop here in a little bit, guys. But thanks to Victor's good help there, you managed to stabilize the rest of the crew. Does anybody have any like raise dead, revivify, or anything like that? I don't think so.
I don't think any of us have a raise dead spell. All I have is like bless the restoration, but I don't think it's for that.
Gotcha. So you guys do manage to kind of get rid of the Eric Cochran bodies here. As you do manage to, only sadly one of the cultists dies. You do realize that he did have like a wife and child.
As Modus is gonna hand like Delphine, he's gonna ask what was gonna be his cut. Like, how much was he gonna get paid if y'all were to complete this job?
Delphine kind of shakes her head, not necessarily knowing how to answer that right off the bat. You know that she's pretty distraught at the loss of one of her longtime crewmates right now.
Well, as Modus is just out of pure kindness, he's gonna hand her like 300 gold.
You sure?
To kind of cover his cut.
Okay, hell yeah. Well, you know, give yourself a point of heroic inspiration there. If you already have one, go ahead and pass it off to somebody else.
I did not have one, but
okay,
yeah, that's my contribution to helping where we can. Because like, the cut got a lot bigger for everybody else, but I want to make sure that his family at least has something to help them.
As you hold out this gold, Delphine turns back to you, as she says,
"Thank you, Asmodus, for this, but you keep it. The gesture itself is plenty."
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I know
keep
it is
please.
fine. I cannot accept this.
Okay.
Our Dragon Lord will learn of the passing of our friend, and he will take care of us. The journey is almost over here, as we're only a few hours away from the Great Worm Cavern. It's such a shame that we came under attack by those damn air cockras. They absolutely love elementals.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they were trying to take them for their own.
Perhaps just to free them.
More than likely.
But regardless, you saved all of our lives, all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. And as she says that, the rest of the cultists kind of come back up from the deck, all extremely thankful for your help, giving you pats on the backs and things of that nature. Okay. Anybody else want to do anything in particular before we open up another scene and then kind of paint it there and kind of call it for the night?
I'm going to walk back up towards the front and kind of have a eye out on the horizon there and just watching as we cruise down by the rest of the way.
Gotcha. As you watch the horizon, what you see coming into view is it's like a really large mountain completely covered in snow and ice, but in towards like the center you see a huge opening in a cavern. Right, you're too far away to see like details, but you can definitely tell your end destination is approaching there, S.
Hey guys, I think we found our stop.
And so,
Asmodus is gonna give everybody, each one of the crew members, like a good, nice thank you and a good, nice deep hug, just to kind of help them with their grief in moving from the grief into like hopefully finishing their quest so they can, make sure that that family's taken care of.
Well, our quest is to assist you all in your journeys. Once we reach the Great Wyvern Cavern, we'll stay situated close. Once we see you approach, we will lower our ladder so you can board again to your next destination. But please, let's rest up for the night. And we should arrive at the Great Worm Cavern in the morning. What do you all say?
Fair enough.
Yeah, let's do it. Asmodeus is gonna go sleep with the barrels in the back.
Gotcha. So everybody can take a long rest here. Okay. Just click on the
Hell
long
yeah.
rest button right there. And
will let
then
them.
let's change this up. And then on the next,
Excuse me.
The next episode of Storm King's Thunder.
yeah, exactly. Sweet.
And
So
hey, to your left.
you guys get a restful night, and eventually make your way down off of the airship here. And what you do come upon is the entrance of a huge cavern.
Ah, shit, I forgot.
And you do see guards at the entrance of what you suspect to be a settlement, right? And that's where we're going to end for now. Since it's closely
Damn.
approaching to 10 o'clock right here.
All right. Well,
Cool.